let's see here.
It's a California wedding.
Did Damon leave a big tip to his barber that trimmed his hair outside? Oh yeah,
look,
they did notice your haircut, Damon.
Yes, I'm growing it back. Look, it keeps getting in my face.
Yes, for those who don't know, you can still get haircuts as long as the barber is outside. So that's totally fine. I could have a barber come to my place.
As long as the barber is alive. Now remember, use your rights, use your freedom. Please join in tonight and talk. This is a very important subject that we have tonight, and we want everybody to be involved, especially some of you people and you people who like this kind of thing.
Hey man, we talked about saying you people. What happens if there's wind? Oh yeah, that would be hard if the barber's cutting your hair and there's a lot of wind. And Donna said that she tried massage outside, but it was hot. We did just have that heat wave.
There's some new people in town. They are officers of the law. And I'd like for everyone to treat them accordingly. With your protests, be real nice to the officers of the law. They come from the leadership.
Yes, unfortunately, they seem to be arresting people just for protesting, Damon. And that's against the Constitution.
It's called we're protesting the protest. That's all.
I see. You were a big constitutionalist a couple weeks ago, as I remember, but
yeah, I was taking the Constitution. I didn't say anything about the Constitution.
I see. I must have misunderstood. Oh, we got a great group of Beachtonians out there. If you've just arrived, there's a poll on your screen. Just go ahead and click through those 5 questions and just answer those and then hit the submit button. You may need to scroll a little. Esther's gonna come on in a few minutes to talk about Zoom, but I'll tell you now, you can turn on your chat. We already have a good conversation going on over in the chat feature. So if you just go on your screen and click chat, you can see what's going on there. And yeah, I'm gonna click over to page 2 because I can't see everybody all on one page. Wow, there's a lot of people over here too. Hi, page 2. On mine. So Beachtonians, we got an awesome conversation tonight. I don't think there'll be too much controversy tonight. Tonight is a pretty straightforward question, and I'm hoping that everyone will just be able to get on board with it. So we'll be beginning in just a moment. If you've just arrived, go ahead and fill out that poll, and we'll be right with you. And everyone in your houses, in your apartments, feel free to join in on the dance party while we wait. All right, I see some people out there dancing. That's fun. That's fun. All right, it's good to see everyone moving. Oh, I agree, Sandy. Sandy says you don't want wind if you're having an outside massage because the towel might blow away. Although Damon might like that.
Oh, I think that's the only reason.
Oh, Katrina and her mother think I'm a good dancer. That's so sweet. Oh, I'm not seeing your camera, but I'll bet you're a great dancer too.
Katrina's a crisis actor.
Oh, of course I remember prom. That was great. Now, I think we had a lot of Journey playing at the prom.
I think I saw it. I saw a dance like that before, Mayor Steve.
Oh, yeah?
Penitentiary. Yeah.
Oh. So, ladies and gentlemen, Esther's going to come on and talk about our Zoom here. And so you can take this opportunity to go ahead and click your stop video and while she's talking and turn off your mic. Go ahead, Esther. I see you in there already. Hey.
Here I am. Hi, Mr. Mayor. How are you today?
I'm well. I'm having a great day.
Good, good.
The
well, thanks
heat wave
everyone.
broke and it's just cool enough.
Good. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. If you don't know me, I'm Esther. I'm Mayor Steve's administrative assistant. And I'm here with just my weekly Zoom housekeeping info to help you enjoy the meeting to the fullest. First of all, you can go ahead and start turning off your microphones and your cameras now. And we ask that you go ahead and keep them switched off and until Mayor Steve is called upon you to speak. So there's a little stop video button and a mute button if you cursor around the bottom of your screen. And if you are seeing a lot of blank boxes with names on them right now, you'll go ahead and want to select the hide non-video participants. So to do that, again, you cursor over the bottom of your screen and you'll see the stop video little arrow to the right of the stop video button. And when you do that, when you click that, you will see some options for the video setting, and then go ahead and click hide non-video participants. The whole purpose of that is just to only see the people that are speaking and a part of the meeting at that time.
So
another way to make sure that happens is you want to go to the speaker view rather than the gallery view, and that's on the top of right of your screen. If you're on, gallery view, my bad. Sorry,
hey, Esther, I just want to go slowly through that. So everyone should hit stop video, but if you go over by stop video, there's a little triangle there. You click that, and then you hit video settings, and that brings up a bunch of choices, and then you click hide non-video participants. That's what I want to do?
Yeah, sorry if I wasn't clear. Yeah.
No, that's great. I just want to, you know me and technology.
It's a little switch, but if you do that, that way you'll only see the people that are ready to talk during the meeting.
Yeah, you just got really big. It's great.
Yeah, and so what you want to do is also make sure to, as Mayor said during the while we were waiting, leave your chat window on because conversations are happening there the entire time. And if you have any technical questions, I went ahead and put in my phone number that you can text for technical issues and an email address that you can email with any technical questions or problems. But hopefully you'll just be able to enjoy the meeting and go along for the ride. Thanks, everybody. Participate. Thank you, everybody, and have a good
your number
time.
and email are going to be in the chat?
They're already in there, right now.
Oh, you're awesome. You're awesome. Hey!
Hi.
Welcome to the task force. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Great to see you. Oh, and let's give a shout out to Esther, who's our awesome tech person.
Yay, Esther. Good job.
All right. I want to thank all the Beachtonians who were here last week for our 6th Road to the Future Task Force meeting.
Woo!
Wow.
Hey,
Yes.
you may have noticed Dr. Shirini is not here today, but not to worry. She had to travel up to Northern California for a combination podiatrist and philosophers conference. So I guess she's going to be examining the meaning of life and the mysteries of flat feet. So last week we had an amazing discussion, and we even had breakout sessions because there was so much controversy. And after listening to you and your opinions, the school board and the city council met, and we have decided not to have in-person classes this fall.
Oh,
Yes. And thankfully we made that decision because just a few days later, Governor Newsom told us that we were not going to have in-person classes this fall.
Right.
So we'll meet again in August and we'll see how we can possibly reopen. Oh, it looks like Gloria's turned a little sideways there. That's kind of fun. But maybe classes will be held outside. I mean, who knows?
My son, Jacob, he's devastated that he can't go back to school. He's been holed up in his room for a month listening to death metal, and he's on a hunger strike.
How old is Jacob?
Oh, Jacob, he's 4.
Okay. Well, as you know, we formed the Road to the Future Task Force to address Beachtown issues that arise from the COVID-19 virus. And one of the hardest hit industries has been the entertainment industry. Theaters, concerts, festivals have all been shut down since mid-March. And as of this point, none of them have any performances scheduled because we don't know when they can. But before we get going with that, Task Force, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves? Damon, we'll start with you.
hello, everyone. I'm Damon Haynes. Freedom is my game. Editor of The Patriot and my claim to fame. We don't print fake news like the Tribune does. Only the truth will set you free, cuz being right shouldn't be a dang fight to make you all see Trump will win the presidency. Don't wear masks, don't be sheep. Our God-given rights we will keep. It's a hoax, this China flu, created by the party of blue. Thank you for listening to my verse, trying to save y'all from the liberal curse.
Wow. Damon, that was just, why are you rapping?
Oh, I just saw Hamilton and man, that was good.
Oh, I know, isn't it? Oh, I totally agree. Donna, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. I'm Donna Fringe. I'm the Vice President of the Small Business Association. I am a masseuse and I own a surfboard shop with my husband, Topper.
Hola, I'm Gloria Ramirez. I'm a resident of Barrio Playa. And at this time, I would like to take a moment to honor the original custodians of this land that we are meeting on, the Kumeyaay, past, present, and future. Let's all take one deep breath and release. Gracias.
Hello, everybody. I'm Councilman Benny Ramos Leibovitz. Now I'm running for mayor this November. I believe Beachtown needs a business leader to bring this town back to greatness.
That's where you're wrong, Councilman. Beachtown's always been great. I'm Mayor Steve, the crunchy granola mayor of Beachtown, and I'm a big time surfer, and I came back and became mayor 4 years ago, and this November, you'll have the opportunity to vote by mail and re-elect me. But hey, let's not have any electioneering here. This is a task force meeting. So why don't you just pipe down there, Ramos? Okay, we do have a couple fun comments here in the chat I just wanted to call attention to. Someone was noting that Dr. Shirini is probably looking at bunions and the meaning of life. And Damon, there's a lot of folks out there who seem to like your rap. They said, drop the mic. Wow, you're not giving up your shot. You're not giving up your mask. And then Robert says, we love Mayor Steve, best mayor ever. Let's make him king of Beachtown. This man has leadership, wisdom, handsomeness, and the all-time correctness to lead. Oh, all right. But as we said, no campaigning. No.
What happened to the king
here
in Hamilton?
Is that your lawyer?
So, so anyway, let's take a look at the results of our pre-show poll or our pre-meeting poll. Esther, you want to go ahead and throw that up? Okay, have you attended a Beachtown Players Theater performance? 64% said yes, and 2% aren't sure. Okay. Do you act or sing? 45% say yes, 47% say no, and 9% aren't sure. What's your favorite type of play? Yes, comedy, that's my favorite. But we do have a contingent that likes theater of the oppressed. Do you watch theater performances online? 62% are getting their theater fix. And it would be, what? Let me do my math, 83% if we include the sometimes. So people want their theater. Really important to note. What year was Lin-Manuel Miranda born? 1757, no, that would be Alexander Hamilton. 1980 is our big lead. 1975, and who is Lin-Manuel Miranda? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you will be happy to know that 50% of you are correct. 57% are correct. So this leads us to talking about theater. And like I was saying before, live shows have been really hit hard by the pandemic. You know, our one and only beloved theater company, the Beachtown Players Theater, has taken a tremendous economic hit because they can't perform to a live audience. Yeah. Or can they? Tonight, we have a very special guest. I'm pleased to invite the artistic director of BPT, Karen Krass, who is here to propose an idea to Beachtown. Karen, come on aboard. Turn your camera. Hey!
Thank you so much, Mayor Novak. And I also want to do a special thank you to the task force for listening to my proposal tonight.
Well, it's our pleasure. Let me just be the first to say, I miss going to your theater. I mean, who could forget that incredible production that you did of Oklahoma that was set in California?
Yes, yes. You know, I am a director that takes risks and challenges our audiences. And I came from the Bay Area about 15 years ago, and I saw an empty tuna cannery warehouse, and I just decided that a community nonprofit theater is what needed to be there. So we are looking forward to actually opening our 12th season, but as you know, that might not be possible.
Oh, that's a real tragedy. We need theater, especially now. I
Yes.
miss it.
Thank you, Donna. You know, as you know, Donna is an important ensemble member, and she was just fantastic a couple seasons ago as Frankenstein.
Oh my God, that was the best. I'm alive. I'm alive. Thank you, Father, for my life. I'm evil.
Oh, you were so scary good in that, Donna. Woo.
Well, yeah, she was scary, all right.
Hey, Karen, go ahead. Tell us your idea.
So I realized that audiences can't really congregate inside indoor theaters. So what we can do, though, is take the theater to a large open venue where people can wear their masks and easily sit apart and, you know, breathe fresh outdoor air, which is proven to be a safer alternative.
And where were you thinking of performing?
Well, get this. So we want to perform our entire season in the Beachtown Players Softball Stadium.
That is a great idea. You know, Karen, you are a visionary.
Yes, she is. And the Beachtown Seals have already canceled their entire season. So the stadium is available.
Yes, yes. So I've actually talked to our groundskeeper, Bubba Gomez, and he's excited about the entire idea. He would actually help us build a stage out on home plate. Like people can sit behind home plate, and that would be like what we call our VIP seats, our donor area. And other people can actually sit behind first and third line base side, and there'd be plenty of empty seating between the players.
Absolutely. I mean, this is such a great point because we all know that far less people go to theater than go to sports. Oh, this is genius, Karen. As usual, you have a great idea. Task Force, do you have any questions for Karen?
I do, Mr. Mayor. I want to know about the actors and the crew. How can you keep them safe?
Yes, so we actually plan to test everyone every week. And so we take their temperatures every night, and they have to wear their masks all the time. So they take them off right before they go on stage. And, you know, another model is actually making people wear face-through shields.
Right?
Or see-through shields. What's a face-through shield?
Oh,
You're so funny.
you're so
The
funny,
joke that
Karen.
Karen
Oh, Karen. Oh, this just sounds like a well thought out plan. I mean, it's no more dangerous than dining outdoors, right?
True.
It's a great plan. Let's vote on it.
I'm ready.
Oh my gosh, I am so relieved and so happy that you guys like our idea. You know, our actors also miss performing. So as like a little thank you, we have our member, Donna French, actually singing a melody from the West Side Story.
Yes, a medley from Anita. I want to be in America. Okay, by me in America. Everything's free in America for a small fee in America. A boy like that would kill your brother. Forget that boy and find another. One of your own kind. Stick to your own kind.
That was wonderful. Come on, people. Let's just vote and help Beachtown Players bring back theater and joy for all Beachtonians.
Hold on, Damon. Hold on. I don't necessarily think that the Beachtown Players represent all Beachtonians.
Gloria, where are you going with this? The Beachtown Players are a cultural gem, something for us to be proud of.
Well, I feel differently.
Gloria, you know, you've always had beef with BBT. Does this have anything to do with your last audition?
Oh, you mean the time when you told me I was too dark and short to play the lead, but I was too light and pretty to play the maid? And no, that's not it. I'm glad I didn't get the part. Anyways, I ended up boycotting that horrible production of Vendidos and what was it called? Vendidos and Señoritas, a narco musical. Listen to these lyrics. I'm Señorita Narco. You better not smoke my stash. I'm in charge now. I'll put a cap up that ass. Put a cap up that ass.
That's
What the
fantastic.
hell is
You know,
that?
I take offense to your aesthetic evaluation of quality. You know, as you know, I have been an associate stage manager at Cal Shakes for over 5 years.
Karen, don't worry. Gloria, we're not here to judge the aesthetic work of Beachtown players. We're just here to decide if we want to grant them access to the Seal Stadium. For the performances, for
But performances for who?
everyone. I mean, all of my friends go to everything they do.
Yes.
I don't know one Playa resident that goes to their shows. I mean, the shows are not for us. I think that a theater company, especially a community theater company, should represent the community that it is situated in. We are 5 minutes away from the Mexican border. Let me read you the season that they had last year. Blondes have more fun, me.
Oh my God, I was in that. Do you remember? I asked a brunette, like, do you know what IDK means? And she says, I don't know. OMG, like nobody seems to know. Or, do you know why the blonde was staring at the orange juice can? Anyone?
Why?
Because it said concentrate.
I literally just fell out of my seat. Literally.
Let me continue. Robinson Crusoe and the Island of Cannibals.
Did you say cannabis?
Witch Tales of Old Ireland, A Christmas Carol, of course, Pilates, the musical, and South Pacific Island Pearl. I'm sorry, but this sounds like a season from somewhere in Iowa, not for a season that's right next to the Mexican border. The fact is that your seasons uphold white supremacy and exoticize people of color.
Are you calling me a racist?
No. Just an exclusionist, which is essentially the same thing.
Oh, come on, Gloria. They're inclusive. Don't you remember Kwanzaa, the Christmas Carol?
Yes, and there were 3 Black actors out of 23. Why?
Because we just couldn't find enough African-American actors to fill the roles.
Yeah, relax, Gloria. The music and dancing was wonderful. It wasn't like I was wearing blackface.
Oh, thank God you weren't. I mean, but it is still cultural appropriation.
Donna, don't listen to her. She's nothing but a bitter radical that wish she could act, sing, and rap. Let me just say for the record, Donna, you look fine in that dashiki and head wrap.
Oh, thank you, Damon. Ashe.
Ashe.
I can't believe this. Are you guys tone deaf? Haven't you heard of Black Lives Matter and what they are trying to accomplish?
Of course we have, Gloria. You know, the Beachtown players, we wrote a company statement to support Black Lives Matter after the George Floyd killing.
Big deal. Everybody wrote a statement. J.C. Penney wrote a statement. Congratulations, you did it. But that statement is just a bunch of empty words if you don't follow up with action, with radical action in your company.
Well, we are changing and working on things.
Let me ask you a question. How many people of color are on your board of directors?
We're working on it.
How many people of color do you have on your staff?
I think my marketing director is actually half Italian.
Mr. Mayor, I rest my case. I can't support an arts organization that has good intentions, but terrible hiring practices.
Well, you know what, this proposal is to allow the players to perform outdoors in our stadium, and now Gloria has made it a politically correct tribunal.
Representation matters, especially for a community theater group that portrays harmful narratives and only white storylines.
This is ridiculous. You know, I don't deserve this kind of treatment. I have dedicated 14 years of my life to bring theater and joy to this town.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not a theater expert, but their work is bad. It's actually not that good.
Gloria, what do you know?
I know enough. I know enough to know when a company is butchering Shakespeare. Remember when your twin brother butchered Othello? Othello? Really?
Wait, my brother Bernie, hold on. He was the darkest cast member, so of course Bernie got the part.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Gloria has derailed us from my original proposal, you know, to provide Beachtown a season of theater in a safe space. I mean, I take offense to that, and that I have been called a racist and my company a bastion of white supremacy.
I'm so
The
sorry.
worst part is you don't even realize that you're doing it. You've lived in a privileged bubble your whole life, and no one has ever called you out or challenged you. Your programming does not represent the entire community.
Okay. Let's just settle down here for a moment. We've got a couple voices that have chimed in the chat. Should we start boycotting Beachtown players? Gloria is right. Art without representation is tyranny. What? Moors aren't white? I don't think they are clear that Councilman Benny and his brother are half Latino. So that's practically
Orale.
hey, if the shoe fits, attend it. So is there anyone, before we break into some smaller groups and talk about this, is there anyone out there who has a question for Karen? If there is, Esther, do you want to come on here and explain how to raise your hand and do all that fancy stuff?
Miss Spear, thanks for calling on me. I just want to, it's an easy way to participate. Now that you have your chat, I hope you all have your chat windows on. What you're going to do is cursor on the bottom, select more options, and make sure your participants window is open. And you can also click Alt and U to get that to happen. But yes, if you click the three dots that say more, the top of the list should be participants. And when you see that, hopefully you'll see your raise hand button. It's a little blue button you can click, and that'll show us that you want to raise your hand and you want to speak. I'll add you to the speaking order, or the mayor will just call on you and you can turn on your microphone and turn on your video when he does. Thank you so much.
Okay. I see Liam out there. Liam, if you want to join in, and if you don't want to turn your camera on, you can always just type into the chat there. Hey, Liam, do you have a question for Karen here?
No.
No question?
Okay. I have a question.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Liam. Thanks for jumping on. Donna, go ahead.
Karen, when are the auditions?
Oh, Donna, let's wait and see if they have a season first before we think about things like that.
Okay.
I'll email you tonight.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
I have a
okay, you
question.
two. Official, White House official, do you have a question for Karen? If so, you can turn your camera on. Oh, excuse me.
Yes, I do, but the host stopped my camera and I can't turn the video on until
Okay.
the host turns it back on.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and you can speak then. If you're, we can hear you just fine.
Yes, well, I'll keep this brief, as I know the work of this committee is so important. I have been sent by the President of the United States to present Councilman Benny Ramos Leibovitz with this certificate of appreciation for his wisdom, his leadership, his handsomeness, and always, all the time correctedness. Sir, a grateful nation salutes you, and don't think your fine efforts have not been noticed. Here is that certificate, which you may expect.
How much
in
did
the
that
mail.
cost you, Benny?
I have a war to stop in the Middle East, so I'm afraid I need to get going. But Councilman Ramirez, we thank you for your service.
All right. Well, thank you, official White House official. It's not about the Beachtown players, but wow, what an honor, Benny. It's I'll even say that from the president to acknowledge you is quite a feat.
That guy was born in Kenya.
No, that was the last president, Damon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think Benny.
I like to ask Karen something.
Hang on one second, Damon. I do want Councilman Ramos Leibowitz to be able to express his appreciation first.
You know, I'm actually going to see this conversation to a comment from Denise Hill in the chat. She's asking our beautiful and vivacious and amazing Karen, is the current schedule carved in stone, or can it be made more diverse with input from the community? So Denise Hill, obviously trying to keep this politically correct and this PC policing that's happening. So Karen, is the current schedule carved in stone, or do we need to put in more diversity, I guess, color and stuff like that, whatever?
You know, we are working on it every day. You know, we need to diversify. We need to listen to our community. So my door is always open to speak to anybody who wants to talk. And we will make changes and reflect Beachtown as a whole.
Well, I thought that was really good. And so this season could change, or this season is carved in stone?
Oh, no, this season is carved in stone. But maybe next season,
I just wanted to clarify.
We're getting a Christmas Carol, right?
Of course, Benny.
Okay. We have Bubba Gomez and then Damon. Bubba, go ahead and come on here.
Hey, how you doing, guys? You know, this little lady, Karen, she's such a, whippersnapper. She's great. You know, I want to help her construct the stage in Seal Stadium. You know, all we got to do is get rid of the homeless that sleep outside. But I was thinking we could use them as ushers. See, we give them some jobs, use the homeless people that I got outside, use them as ushers for the theater season. But I can't wait to start the season. And I can't believe that Gloria is just poo-pooing this idea. I just can't believe it.
All right, thank you, Bubba, and that's a thoughtful thought about our homeless. We are always concerned about our homeless and to give them opportunities. Gloria, did you have a response? He did mention your name, so I wanted you to do the opportunity.
I just feel very strongly that we need to tell stories of everyone in our community, not just one narrative. Thank you.
I see. And Damon, how about you have something?
I don't have much to say. I've never even thought of being an actor. But Karen, if you ever needed someone of my stature to come over to your theater, I would be more welcome. You can't handle the truth.
And that was Jack Nicholson. Okay?
All right.
Don't take that.
Okay, Damon, I think we see what you're doing there. Esther, you want to come back on here and talk about our breakout rooms? We're going to go into breakout rooms and talk about this for a moment.
Sure, Mr. Mayor. Going into breakout rooms is super easy. We do everything for you. We are going to put each of you into a breakout room with a task force member. So it'd be great if you wanted to participate. If you would participate, please feel free to turn on your microphones, turn on your video, turn on your chat, however you feel most comfortable. And we're going to put you in your breakout rooms. It might go dark and look like the screen's closed, but it'll come right back on into the other room. And same when you're going back in. It might look like you've been kicked out of the room, but you will come right back in.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, Todd. Hey, Matt, what's going on? Not much. Yeah, man, are you sick of this, dude? I mean, we're only allowed to, surf certain hours. It's tyranny. It blows, man. Yeah, that's why I'm protesting today. You know, to get back our freedom. Right on, dude. Yeah, I'm going with the family, you know. Look, I even got a sign. Awesome. I mean, I think this whole thing has been blown out of proportion. Absolutely, dude. What's that? Oh, it's Concha. Yeah, she still cleans your house? Yeah, you know, she's cheap, you know. She drives up from San Isidro. It's crazy. Yeah, she rocks. You know, she's from El Salvador, right? Yeah, she's like family, you know. We trust her with our life. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, let's get an IPA next week. They're opening Monster Jerk Brewery again. Oh yeah, okay. Hey, gotta go, man. I gotta go to the protest. I'll talk to you later, right? Yeah, later, dude.
Eduardo,
Concha, ¿de dónde estás sumiendo?
de la casa de Mr. Matt.
De su computadora.
¿Sí?
Puta, te van a echar.
No se da cuenta.
Mira, ya te dieron los resultados del test.
¿Sí?
¿Y?
Salí positiva, fíjate.
No jodas, estás bromeando.
No te estoy pajeando. Tengo la virus, pero me siento bien, fíjate.
No importa, me. No deberías trabajar.
No jodas, ¿y quién me paga, pues? A mí no me dan el cheque de alivio. Soy mojada.
Pero puedes enfermar toda la familia de Mr. Matt, hombre.
Yo sé, pero ¿qué puedo hacer? Tengo que darle a comer a mis hijos, ¿no? Si no soy yo, ¿quién? ¿Quién, Eduardo? ¿Quién?
Tienes razón. Bueno. Cuídate, pues. Te veo más tarde.
Vaya pues, te veo más tarde.
Wasn't it? As usual, it hurts to be so right all the time. But
You're never right.
I hope the people in my room learned a little bit. Respect, tolerance, how chiseled my jawline is.
Yep, definitely not. Thank you, Katrina.
Thank you, Katrina. I don't know. Hey, is that Katrina or the mother? I don't know. We need to mute those. I think they might be on Team Mayor, but that's just a hunch of mine. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Luckily, I have Damon on my side.
Well, would you like to do a scene with me?
I would love to do a scene with you. What would you like to do? Well, I don't know. Hold on.
We call it the Odd Couple. I came up with that name all by myself.
Oh,
Hey,
hi.
Beachtonians, welcome back. You can go ahead and hit your stop video feature again. And we'll just bring back the task force here, and then we'll get a few little reports from our breakout rooms. From our room, let's see here. Looks like she went away. Let's hear it. If we can get Jack and Tom to turn off. There she is. Davina is going to share a little bit from our breakout room. Go ahead, Davina.
Hi, Gloria, I hear you. And I wonder if it would work out if you could do a pre-show before every performance. You test the community. What would they like to see? 15, 20 minutes of the performance that you would like to put together.
So thank you, Davina.
Love that.
We
Yeah,
also
go ahead.
thought you should have a sidekick.
I think, Damon, I think you were the one who suggested that there be a sidekick. So the proposal there would be that Beachtown Players Theater would continue doing whatever they're doing, and then we could kind of tuck Gloria and whatever she wants into a little pre-show. Would that work out for you there, Gloria, or do you think?
Audience engagement. I think it would be nice for the Beachtown players to create some sort of audience engagement to bring them out to the community to hear their voices. Yes, that's a great idea, you guys.
Okay. And Jack Nicholson wants to point out, Damon, that the sidekick always gets killed.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, could you do a death scene, Damon?
Oh!
Oh God, no.
Everybody wants to be a
Oh!
Okay, keep your clothes on. Keep your clothes on. All right. Were there any comments from the other groups that you wanted to share?
Yeah, we had Sandy. Sandy would like to talk for us. We had a great conversation.
Hi, Sandy.
We had an interesting conversation, I'll say
We
that. So Donna and Karen kept on bringing up that the stadium would be just like going to a restaurant, and restaurants are allowed, so why wouldn't the theater be allowed? And we talked, I brought up how, yes, that might be the same for the audience with social distancing and all of that, but it would not be the same for the actors and anyone else involved in the play. So Donna and Karen then brought up that everyone in the play would actually all live together, and that would be a good thing because they would develop antibodies and develop herd immunity. I don't think they're very clear on what herd immunity means and what that would mean for the individual families. But that is what was talked about. And then we also learned that Donna was Tiny Tim because they couldn't find any children for the Christmas Carol. And then another woman in our group actually auditioned for a unnamed Black woman role, but the role also went to Donna. So there seems to be a lot of Donna.
Well, I love the theater, and in the theater, all colors matter.
Okay, well, thank you, Donna, and thank you, Sandy, for encapsulating
Sandy.
what I'm sure was a very interesting discussion in your group.
Indeed.
Yes. Thank you. Were there any other groups that wanted to
Mr.
report
Mayor, in our group, obviously, when they have such a great orator as myself, then I spoke mostly for the group. I did want to congratulate Alicia, who has been an usher for, I believe, 25 years. Is that what she said? She wants to come back. So I think a round of applause for her for ushering a theater for 25 years. She said she went a couple of times to our sister city in San Diego, and somewhere I guess they have a place called the Rep or something, but nothing like BPT at all.
Nothing like BPT. No.
One of the questions that did come up that I posed, and it goes to Donna's point, and much like to what is happening in our liberal world today, is that liberals are trying to be more inclusive by subtracting inclusivity. And this is what I'll ask to the room, and what I asked in the room is, if theater is supposed to be colorblind, how can I not be in an August Wilson play?
Theater is colorblind, but it's not stupid.
Well,
Well, we're not going to talk about Councilman's talent at this point.
Bernie is the actor in the family. I'm just the looks.
All right. And on that note, Esther, why don't we throw up tonight's poll, which has been far more contentious than I expected. But let's go ahead and see. So, ladies and gentlemen, should BPT be allowed to perform their 2021 season outdoors at the Seal Stadium? Yes, they're the bee's knees. No, they are awful. Only if they make internal changes in hiring and programming. All right. So we will take the results of this poll, which we'll find out in just a moment, and we will take those to the City Council and to Parks and Rec, and we will come back next week and let you know the results. Do we have those results yet there, Esther? They're still coming in? All right. So I want to remind everybody that we will be back here next week, same day, same time, and we'll be discussing another issue. Let's hear, Esther, here we go. Yes, there, the bee's knees gets 52%, but only if they make internal changes gets 38%. So Karen, the people have spoken. One way or another, BPT will be able to be at Seal Stadium, but you will have to wait and listen to Parks and Rec and the City Council to see if there's any stipulations.
Well, thank you so much for listening to my proposal. You know, it looks like the community wants us to make some long-term overdue changes. And, you know, I am open to listening to the community concerns. You know, I always have. You know, like when our Asian American community got upset about our production of the Joy Luck Club, you know. So, Gloria, maybe we can have coffee sometime and we could talk about your participation on our board. How does that sound?
Karen, that sounds like a great start.
Karen, I'm so available.
Okay. Well, thank you, Karen, for gracing us with your presence. Such an honor. We hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. And it's good to see the Beachtonians coming together to work out a problem. Something that we thought was going to be pretty smooth, was a little contentious, but we came together, we talked, we communicated. Oh, hang on. I'm getting some breaking news on my text alert here. It looks like we may have something to discuss at next week's meeting. Councilman Ramos-Leibowitz, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Dr. Shireen Shirini has dropped her hat in the ring to run for mayor.
Wait, it's too
Oh
late.
my
It's not even on
goodness.
the list.
So we'll have to discuss this next week. So you can join us next week for another Road to the Future Task Force meeting. But before we go, BPT has given us a clip of Councilman Ramos-Leibowitz's twin brother, Bernie, and his audition for Othello. Esther, can we see that, please?
Ah, balmy breath, that doth almost persuade justice to break her sword. One more. But thus, when thou art dead, and I will me kill thee, and love thee after. One more. And this the last, so sweet was never fatal. I must weep. But they are cruel tears. This sorrow's heavenly. It strikes where doth love. She wakes.
Joel Craig Award winner, 1997, man.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Stop it. I told you they were awful. Ugh.
Okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week, Beachtonians. Same time, same place. Stay safe. Hasta la vista.